I am out of apple juice today, Abby. I hope milk is okay.
That's okay, Nana. I'm not that thirsty.
I'll leave it just in case you change your mind. What are you drawing?
I don't know. Hey, Nana. Can I talk to you about something?
Can it wait, sweetie? I've really got to find my keys.
Mama gets mad at me once I talk to her about it.
Well, what's wrong?
Well, I think I know things.
Can you explain, honey?
Well, I told Mama I wanted to stay home to play with Rex. But then I started crying because Mama said that I could play with him after school. But I couldn't play with him after school.
Why did you say you couldn't play with him after school?
I don't know why I said it, but I knew to say it. But once I got home from school, Mama said that Rex got attacked by another dog and he can't play till he's better.
How did you feel when your mom told you about Rex?
I felt sad, but I couldn't cry.
Do you feel like you had cried already for him and you knew that Rex was in trouble?
Yeah.
Well, let me tell you a story about our ancestors that's been passed down through our family for generations. It was in 1692 in Salem, Massachusetts. Our ancestor, Elizabeth Howe, was 8 years old.
That's how old I am.
Yes, you two are very similar. You see, Elizabeth, too, knew things.
Elizabeth! Elizabeth Howe, I've been hollering for you. I need you to search the house for the barn key. If we don't get the cows milked, we'll have nothing to trade at market.
But the key isn't in the house though, Mama. It's in the hay.
Don't be ridiculous. Your father would never put the key in the hay. Now come on, get to looking.
No, Mama, honest. The key is in the hay.
How did you know the key was there?
'Cause I saw it.
Well, why didn't you pick it up?
I couldn't.
Explain yourself.
I couldn't pick it up because I didn't see it in real life. I was sleeping and I saw the key in the hay.
Do you have dreams like this a lot, honey?
Yes, but I don't remember them until they happen. Then I know it's going to be real.
Honey, you can never tell anyone about this. Do you understand me?
Rose explained that women were being hanged and accused of witchcraft for revealing that they knew things before they were so. She told her that if she ever told anyone, that she too could be accused and sentenced to death by hanging. So you see, Abigail, you, much like Elizabeth, are a knower. And your mom got mad at you for talking about it because she doesn't want you to get hurt.
So I can't talk about it ever?
You can, but with other knowers.
How do I know who is a knower?
Trust me, you'll know. Now, get up and help me find my keys.
Okay. Oops, sorry, Nana. I didn't mean it.
It's okay, honey. I just need to change my jacket. You go search while I change. I found my keys. Abby, I'm going to hang up your picture now. Come on, let's go.
I knew you would find them.
Hold my hand, ooh baby, it's a long way down to the bottom of the river. Hold my hand, ooh baby, it's a long way down, a long way down. If you get sleep or if you get night, the cock's gonna call in the morning, baby. And check the cupboard for your daddy's gun.
I thought after the first 3 dumps in my lap of the milk, I would get used to it pretty quick, but I didn't.
I couldn't stop laughing.
There were moments where we couldn't help but laugh.
Hi, my name is Sabella England, and I play the role of Abigail and Elizabeth.
I'm Sharon Jacobs, and I played the role of Nana.
Hi, I'm James Jacobs. I was part of the production crew in the capacity of set management and boom operator.
Hi, I'm Sierra Runyon, and I am the director and creator of The Knowing.
My favorite part of filming, I think, was watching the little girl laugh every time she dumped milk in my lap.
My favorite part of filming was spilling the milk on Grandma. It was fun and funny.
My favorite part about filming was, it's kind of a hard question because there was so much about filming this project that I enjoyed, but I think that my favorite part would have to be watching my cast have fun while filming. When Sabella would spill the milk on my grandma, oh my goodness, I can't tell you how many takes that we had to do because she just thought it was the most hilarious thing ever because she was spilling the milk.
The hardest part about filming was keeping the boom mic in the right place but out of sight of the camera, and to keep the cord from making noise as I moved it.
I couldn't remember my lines. That was a problem for me. So you, Abigail, are...
Cut.
Did I do that wrong?
So you see.
Abigail.
Oh, so...
Action.
Nope, I'm not ready. It just went right away. But Sierra never got frustrated. She would just say, we need to do this over, and we do it over until we got it right.
I'd say the hardest part of filming was probably finding actresses as well as the timing of everything. We filmed all the major things in 2 days, and then we went back a third day to kind of pick up some smaller details that we wanted to make sure that we got and do any reshoots that we needed. For the most part, I think the hardest part was just making sure everybody understood their character. Although we only had a short amount of time, I wasn't really able to give each person enough time to create their own character and how they wanted to portray the character. But I want to say that I was very impressed with all of my actresses. I can't believe how well they did it. I mean, in such a short time, they remembered their lines, they brought it together, and they created these characters that are relatable and, real.
The most surprising part of filming for me was the amount of time that it took. The different angles that the director had to get to be able to make sure she had everything in it that she wanted, the retakes, the fact that we couldn't remember our lines.
What surprised me the most was the way that the director, or Sierra, was very meticulous on how I had to make sure that the set was set up, and the fact that she had to take the same shot from 3 or 4 different angles and the way it got put together.
I think that the most surprising part was probably seeing how well my cast worked together was the most surprising part for me. This story meant a lot to me, so getting it out there and filming it was very important. And I wanted to make sure that I had good people for it, even though the time that I had to find people was very short. I think that I ended up making a very good decision as far as actresses. Sabella, especially, going into this, I had a little bit of doubt because my professor even told me, he said working with children can be very hard. Sometimes you have to chop up their lines so that they can get it, especially when they're that young and they've never done anything like this before. So Bella really surprised me when, as soon as she got in front of that camera, all of her nervousness just went away, and it was almost as if it was natural for her. And that was probably the most surprising part for me, and I am so proud of her. I couldn't be more proud of the way that she portrayed this character.
Working with the director and the rest of the cast was pretty unique, based on the fact that Sierra was my granddaughter and the grandmother was my wife. So seeing Sierra boss around her grandma was pretty unique. And the young girl, she seemed, even though I don't think she had much experience, seemed pretty professional and tried hard.
Working with Sierra, the director, and the rest of the cast was enjoyable. The little girl, nor myself, had any experience at this, but the director led us through it piece by piece, made it comfortable for us, and made it enjoyable. And I think that's what I enjoyed most.
working with my cast was unique, I'd have to say, probably because, well, I'm related to 2 of them, and the other one, I'm really good friends with her mother. So Jessica blew my mind too, because she was actually cast the day of filming for her part, kind of a last minute cast, but she learned her lines right then, and she just did the character very well. I think it was what I imagined, and that's all as a director you can really ask for, is to get what you're imagining. So Jim, my grandfather, he was very, very helpful. He helped reset. Can't tell you how many times we had to pick up that milk and put it back on the spot. And my grandmother too, oh my gosh, she surprised me too. They all did so well. I could just go on and on about them, but yeah, I think that working with them was just, it was unique and it was fun. It was fantastic. I couldn't have asked for a better crew, honestly.